Bonjour, I'm Tim.
I'm Karen.
And welcome to episode 1 of season 2 of Living a French Life. Hi, and welcome to season 2. We're very excited about what we're going to show you this year.
We have a lot planned.
In this season, we are going to kick off by showing you kind of where we are and share with you what we hope to accomplish over the next year, next 10 months. 10 months?
I think we'll be done in 10 months.
Well, yeah, someone has a birthday coming up.
I do. Well, it's a little ways away, please. I just had one, so we don't need to rush the big 6-0
Yeah, that's true.
in August. But yeah, we are looking for being on the punch list by August 2023.
Right. So we can have a nice fête de Karen.
Yes, we're gonna have a garden, and we're gonna have the dye studio, and I'm gonna have a place for all of my brocante finds that I put into my online curated collection. So we have a lot to do.
We'll have a shower.
Yes, I'll be able to unpack my boxes.
That'll be good.
Have been packed for quite a long time. So there's a lot to do.
Yeah. So we're going to show you that today, and then we're also going to show you a little bit of our origin story.
Yes, we've got a few pictures from when we started 33 years ago. Yeah, I'll show you our first house and some of the things we did to that. And this is our 9th project. So we thought we'd give you a little bit of background and explain how we went from being coffee farmers to living here in Southwest France.
Right, and please excuse the 1989 hairstyle.
Yeah.
It was sort of a mullet
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I think I had a perm.
These things happen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, time goes by. But anyhow, so we're excited to show you that. So like and subscribe, and allons-y.
Oh my goodness.
So young.
Look how young we were.
I think that tie's back in style.
Oh goodness, this is 1989, honey.
Wow.
We were newly married.
Yeah, fresh married. This is College Corner, Indiana.
The
right.
roaring metropolis of.
Right on the state line between Ohio and Indiana. As a matter of fact, the state line runs through the school gym.
I think it does. Anyway, I was going to school at Miami University, and houses were cheaper on the other side of the line compared to in Oxford, Ohio. So
yeah, we did $38,000. I think we paid for this house.
I think so. Oh my goodness!
Significantly more than we paid for this last one.
I'm telling you. Crazy. Well, Tim never met a wall he didn't want to take out.
I think this was the first wall that I met.
I think it might be. There wasn't a lot of structural work that had to be done on this house, meaning the mechanicals and the roof, but we did do a lot to the interior.
Ah, yes, me and drywall. By the bench that I'm cutting the drywall on, this is after Harv came to rescue us.
Oh, thank goodness.
Harv, my mentor, he taught me so much about carpentry, plumbing, swearing. He taught me everything I needed to know.
And he taught me a lot too, skills that I'm still going to put to good use on our home today.
Look how cute you were.
Oh, well, you know, what can I say? I was young. What the heck is with those little pajama bottoms? But little did I know I was going to be immortalized in YouTube wearing this outfit. This is where I fell in love with kitchen design. You know, I mean, it's not much of a kitchen to look at today, but back then we thought we were the cat's meow, you know?
Oh, well, we were definitely ahead of the curve. This is when you invented the idea of having glass fronts on your kitchen cabinets, I think.
And we did an all-white kitchen, which back in 1989 was never done.
Yeah, we had to specially make the glass inserts for those cabinets.
Yeah, they didn't sell them back then. Flooring, floors, oh my goodness, we have sanded. I wonder how many square meters of flooring, wood flooring, we have sanded in our days of doing 9 different houses.
Yeah, that's
quite
so
a
many.
few. Well, fortunately for our first house, when we sanded the subfloors, they turned out to be pretty nice, wonderful heart pine that we could use. Not a lot we can say about our floors in our current project.
No, we'll touch on that later, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Same idea, but ours are just far too gone.
Yep, far too gone. This is our second home, our Victorian farmhouse. Now we are just outside of Granville, Ohio, and we shared this home with my parents 6 months out of the year. I love that home, so many memories.
Yeah, it was on an acre of land. We were surrounded by a 240-acre dairy farm. It was great.
There were so many historical elements to that house. Bay windows, the fireplaces, and of course the floors.
And it might have been haunted.
It might have been. Official plasterer, hole filler, drywall sander. Man, I've done a lot of that in these houses.
Well, we knew more what we were doing on that kitchen.
Yeah, we thought that kitchen was just fantastic, and now it kind of makes me cringe. What were we thinking with those green Formica countertops?
They were very much like marble, honey. Everybody knows that.
Gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
I missed that shirt.
Oh yeah, that was a great shirt, honey.
I used to wear it with white suspenders.
Yeah. Hey, honey, it's been a long time since you've had a beard.
It sure has. If I had one now, it would come in like Santa Claus, all white.
You kind of look like Charles Manson here as you're tackling the cow wallpaper. Remember, it just would not come off.
Oh, that stuff. I don't know what they glued it on with. They like iron. I don't know.
Gosh, we worked so hard on that area.
The wallpaper in that house was awful. It was just stuck on so hard, but you really made a difference.
Well, I enjoy adding some sort of artistic element to every home we own, something different that not everybody's going to have. So there I was doing some stencil work and then hand painting over top of it. I wonder if it's still up.
Well, look at the moldings around that window.
Yeah, those are pretty. And remember, it had the pulleys.
Yeah, the pocket doors. Woo! And here's me wrestling another wall.
Oh, yeah. That was the smallest little wall, but what a difference it made to letting light into the laundry room.
Oh yeah, I remember that was a very surprising change. Now that's a good after photo.
Yeah, we really did that house.
We had the
right.
house sandblasted with corn cob so it would be softer so it wouldn't destroy the siding, and took it all the way down to bare wood, and then we did a opaque stain over top of it so the house would never have to be painted again.
It was never going to have that alligator skin that we came with, 150 years of coats of paint. We decided, nope, for the next group, they're going to have something that's easier to maintain.
I came home one day from work, and Karen's dad had torn up the side porch.
Yes, he decided it needed a whole new floor, not just repaired.
Oh yeah, project number 2 on the big house. Oof.
We built that barn.
Yeah. It was Harv, me, you, your dad, your mom. Ooh.
Yeah. It was wonderful. Probably my most favorite thing of any house we've owned was the studio space in that barn.
Yeah, that was probably, it's 25 by 50 feet.
Oh, I had so many wonderful fiber workshops in that space with some wonderful people from across the globe. That was I do miss that atelier. I do miss that.
The manor.
Yes, the manor. This was almost 6,000 square feet or more than 6,000 square foot home in Columbus, Ohio.
We bought it from Richard Nixon's roommate.
Yes. Not
Back
a
in law school.
Schlesinger. Not a Schlesinger, but someone in that same little circle. Well, I did do a nice little sage burn throughout the whole house just to make sure. Yeah, it was a lovely house. Again, we didn't have to do a lot with mechanicals, although I feel bad for the following owners that might have had to tackle that roof. But we did do some insulation and then a lot of cosmetic work. How could we forget our wonderful little Sarasota School of Architecture home on Siesta Key?
Oh, it was a beauty.
It had the perfect layout, wonderful storage for its size, beautiful use of glass, terrazzo, and stone.
Yeah, it had two gigantic sliding glass walls. It was wonderful. It was built by the architect's brother, who was the builder, and this was his personal house. And it is just like a little jewel box.
It really was the best of living indoors and outdoors.
Ah, yes, the coffee shack.
When you decided to be a coffee farmer.
Well, I like coffee.
Oh, but we did not like having to care for all those trees.
That was a lot of work.
Oh, and that shack up on the side of a volcano in the middle of a rainforest. I thought I was gonna die.
It was something when we got there, but you managed to turn that into a cozy little cottage.
Well, we did not have much to work with, and we just attempted to actually put in a door so that the goats wouldn't get into the pantry, and put up some windows.
Well, we took out a few walls too.
Yeah, we did do that, and it was a great place to raise our children.
And in the end, you were featured in the Sunday supplement in the newspaper. That was nice.
That was very exciting. And we built our little bedroom up into the trees, and you know, I have to say, it was a unique home. Let's take you inside and give you a look at what we've been working on since last summer.
So here we are. We've got the kitchen being messed up. You'll see the wall here. This is the outside wall of the staircase and the powder room, which we'll show you at a later date. Got our refrigerator here doing its job. We got my wife there. Yes, hello. She's showing off her fancy wall.
Well, I'm actually contemplating the color here. What, about 10 in the morning? And I'm telling you, this wall changes color throughout the day.
That's what it does. Some of her accoutrement of figuring out her paint and style, but we're real happy with how this all is working out so far.
It is. It's nice to have a little fresh corner.
And over here we've got Tool Central, a bunch of extra floorboards that I have not yet put down. As you can see, I've only done about half the floor here. This is the replacement floor for
Goodness. We'll have to share with them an entire episode.
There's a whole thing.
About the floor, the continuing floor style.
This wall has been done, all nice paneling, pine paneling, and our little secret hiding place. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Somewhere in here is actually going to be our small dining room table. And from the original design, we've made some changes, because I was thinking long farmhouse table, double lights over it on the other side of the room. But now I've decided to tuck it into here for a couple of reasons. One is it's too small of a snug for our living, for our chairs, a little settee, where we sit, where I knit, where we relax. And I decided that, no, this would be perfect for a small dining room table. Can seat 4 if you know each other well, but it'll certainly be great for Tim and I. And when we have larger entertaining opportunities, they're usually in the summer, and that'll take place outside in the garden. We have a table and chairs for that. But this is going to be our little dining room area.
Here's the wonderful staircase that I built. And then this is the old staircase as we go on up here. More my homemade 2x4s.
The bathroom.
Yeah. What is this, like the 4th iteration of the plan for the bathroom?
I believe so. But it's an excellent example of why you should live in the space, think about the space, before you start making expensive decisions about what you're going to do with the space. And this is what I mean. I was standing here the other day, and I looked up, and I fell in love with this ceiling, the way the ceiling comes together on the gable end here. And I just know it would be terrible to start cutting it up with walls. And if you turn around and look at the truss beams, now remember this is a really simple house, and so we don't have a lot of significant historical details. So when I looked up and I see the truss here, I know it's something I want to preserve when we insulate and finish up the ceiling. So I want to somehow preserve this gable end and the way it's open all the way up, and the trusses on each side of the upstairs. So that meant I had to rethink the bathroom.
The original plan was for this space to be the bathroom. Shower, toilet, and everything like that. A wall here, bathtub here underneath the window, and then a closet kind of like here. But then, as Karen saw, the walls cut the ceiling and made things just didn't make sense. Very important, as Karen likes to say, is to look up when you're designing a space, because the whole room makes a difference. So now what we've got is we're going to push the walls way over to here. So here and here. And the tub is still going to be in the middle, but we're going to orient it this way. And then our wall over here is going to enclose the toilet and the shower. And we're going to have a scaled back closet over here. It'll be a walk-in, but it's going to be smaller than what we had originally envisioned. But Karen already has wonderful storage ideas figured out.
As Tip mentioned, we are going to put in a tub right here in the middle. The window will be here, and we're going to do some sort of fabulous light coming down. So you can imagine taking a soak and being able to look out the window and be this lovely open space. And what we're going to do to compensate for losing that extra space for our walk-in closet is that there'll be an armoire, which I already own. I have a thing for armoires these days. There'll be a big armoire here that'll be great storage for any of our linen items, extra bedding, and things that you store in a bathroom. And then over here, on the opposite side, sharing the wall with the shower in the shower room, will be the place we'll be able to have the sink here. And I just think there's something special about having a bathroom in a bedroom. I don't know. You invest a lot of money in these wonderful soaking tubs. I don't know why you'd want to hide it away behind a closed door. So I'm not going to. I'm going to showcase it in the middle of our bedroom. This space here, on this side of the truss, is going to be my sewing room, craft space. God, I wish I had a atelier sort of space that I'm going to somehow condense into this tiny area. It's also going to be a place where we have a little bed nook for when our children come to visit, and I can see it, but it's going to be a long time coming. I want to go on record to say that I am not sleeping up here. We have a cover on the bed, but this is way too rustic for me. Fortunately, we've got 2 months that we're back in our gîte right now while we attempt to do some more major work, such as the floors, the insulation, and the walls. But at some point, I'm going to be back up here, and I'm going to want it to be not so bird-friendly and a little bit warmer. Originally, I was planning for a large dining room table here, and I decided I needed the larger space for our place where we're going to relax. And I think it'll work out really well. We're going to have French doors out to the back here, and so that's going to let in a lot of light. And I think there's plenty of space for me to tuck in a couple of wonderful chairs that I've had forever that I'm going to slip cover. I have a little tiny settee that also needs to be upholstered. And we'll have our Welsh dresser along this back wall, which will probably not hold so much dishes as it's going to be a place for me to store a lot of my art supplies.
I see here on the ground, Karen, and leaning up against the wall, lots of pieces of a wardrobe.
Yes, I am so excited about this. This is that old orange armoire that we picked up a couple of years ago, and it had a very simple design which I liked, and it was the right size with 2 large doors, creating an opportunity to put the fridge and freezer on one side and the pantry or the larder on the other side. So it worked out perfectly for that, except it's this orange color. It's this funky plastic, not an historically significant piece of furniture, and I needed to cover that up. So what I'm using is, I'm trying a lot of new paints, and this is going on a fusion mineral paint, like a chalk paint, and I did a test strip, and it cures in about 21 days. And I couldn't even scratch my fingernail into the coating. You don't have to use a primer, although I did scuff sand because the finish on here is almost like a plastic finish. And so I really didn't have very high expectations for adhesion, but it worked great. I'm really pleased with it. And we'll put in the links the color that it is and all that information for you. And I'm not an affiliate, I just really enjoyed that paint for the first time. It has 3 light coats, very, very thin coats on it, and then I'll do a lime wash and a clear wax after it's reassembled.
Little sneak peek. Remember, as we were getting down to eviction day from the sheet, that we really needed a toilet before we could move in here, and well, we did it. I'll give you a little sneak peek. We'll show you the whole project in a later episode, but came out pretty nice. Kind of hidden in here, the paneling and the door kind of blend together. Karen's little sink, you remember that from one of the other episodes, and the toilet, which I set 4 times before I got it to be right?
7.
Okay.
Not that I was counting, but it's coming together.
Yeah. And as you can see, it kind of just hides right in. Hasn't been painted yet, but we'll get there. So this is the outside wall of the powder room, but I'm now doing all the things for the plumbing, for the sink, a lot of the electric. That's what I've been working on the last couple days. And I want to get this wall done before I put the rest of this floor in. So, a lot going on here. We got a little secret hiding place under here, but I don't know how we could access it, so I guess it's just going to be dead space. Well, obviously we've come a long way.
We haven't done a whole lot of aesthetic work on the house. You know,
I meant from the beginning of the whole thing.
Well, this is our smallest house we've ever owned and worked on, but it is our biggest project.
Yeah, it's true, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw what we were starting with the coffee shack in Hawaii.
Right.
That was also a big project.
Yeah. So I think now we've got our master. This is Chella Dog. It's dinner time. We have our master plan. We know which way we're going. I think we should have fed them before we started the video. Maybe we need to start that over?
No, I think it's actually cute.
Okay, all right. We have our master plan. We are heading for insulation, a shower, and our Esse cooker. Come on, Esse. Our Esse cooker, so we'll have some heat this winter. Those, I think, are our big 3 coming up here in the next few episodes.
Yeah, fingers crossed everything moves to plan, and we'll get a good, warm place to stay for this winter.
Well, though, I am guaranteed of one place
Yes,
to
you
stay.
are.
Because I visit my mom at Christmas time and through January, so I'm going to miss some of that winter time, but I would like there to be heat when I return in first week of February, so that's the goal. A shower, heat, and of course we need insulation.
Well, it's high on my list because I don't like the cold.
No, he doesn't, so...
So please, so join us for the upcoming episodes. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to start getting into some of the fun things that Karen likes to do, the decorating, the creating wonderful spaces.
Well, we aren't decorating just yet. I won't be
there
fluffing any pillows anytime soon. But
No,
we are.
we're heading that direction.
Well, yes, we are. We are.
Yes, and well, we'll hopefully get Karen to
Unpack
open
my
a few boxes. Yes.
Exactly. So like, subscribe, make sure you tick that little bell so you get notifications for the new videos.
And of course, stick around till the end because that's where the bloopers are, and those are always hilarious.
All right. À tout à l'heure. You know, we are trying to do this when it's dinner time for
Yeah, I know.
Sheila, so
Probably
we'll
should have fed the dogs first.
Yeah, probably.
Hello.
Ooh,
Let's
such a good job.
try that again.
Here comes the tractor.
Okay, great.
So we have to wait. Oh, there she's.
Okay.
So you can kind of. There
Okay,
you go.
yeah, okay. Okay.
Oh, you're covering up Chella.
She'll get over it.
No,
Well, where do you want me to go?
I don't know.
I gotta be in the shot.
But Chella does too.
Chella, bring your breath over here. Hi,
Oh,
Gwen.
Hi, Gwen.
Jeez. Anybody else we want to invite? Maybe the
Well-
cows?